Welcome, fellow adventurers, to the Great Lakes, North America's inland seas, holding a fifth of the world's fresh surface water. Most of the year, these lakes are alive with ships and wildlife, but in February, winter's grip transforms them into a frozen kingdom. The ice cover can reach nearly 90%, blanketing an area larger than the United Kingdom. This isn't a gentle freeze. Wind and currents sculpt mountains of ice, vast white plains, and intricate patterns stretching to the horizon. The familiar shorelines vanish, replaced by jagged ice cliffs and shimmering fields of white. The air is razor-sharp, but the sights are worth every shiver. We'll explore this frozen world, from grand vistas to delicate ice crystals, and meet the resilient creatures and people who call it home. This is a landscape that exists for only a few weeks each year, a fleeting, epic spectacle. The Great Lakes in February are alive with a different energy, reshaping the land and revealing the planet's elemental cycles. It's more than a season, it's an event, a 90% frozen, 100% epic transformation. So, grab your warmest gear and get ready for an adventure. Let's dive in, metaphorically of course. How does something as massive as the Great Lakes freeze? It's a battle between the lake's stored summer heat and relentless Arctic air. As winter deepens, frigid air chills the surface, and when water hits 39 degrees Fahrenheit, it sinks, mixing the lake until the whole column cools. Once the surface drops to freezing, ice forms, but not in a smooth sheet. Wind and waves break up the ice, creating pancake ice, circular discs that bump and freeze together into a rugged mosaic. In some places, wind piles ice into towering ridges along the shore like miniature mountain ranges. Reaching 90% ice cover is rare, requiring weeks of extreme cold, often from a polar vortex. Lake Erie, the shallowest, freezes first. Lake Superior, the deepest, resists the longest. This ice cover halts shipping and even changes regional weather. The lakes groan and boom as the ice expands and contracts, a living, shifting entity. The process is a colossal display of physics and nature in concert. Understanding it reveals the raw, untamed beauty of the Great Lakes' winter slumber. It's a transformation you have to see and hear to believe. When the Great Lakes freeze, shorelines become nature's art galleries, sculpting breathtaking ice formations. The Apostle Island sea caves on Lake Superior are legendary, sandstone cliffs transformed into magical ice caves when the lake freezes solid. Inside, colossal icicles and frozen waterfalls hang like chandeliers, glittering in blues and greens. Each cave is unique, its appearance changing daily as ice forms and melts with subtle temperature shifts. The creation of these caves is a delicate dance between waves, wind, and groundwater. Even outside the Apostle Islands, smaller ice caves and grottos form along the lakes, turning cliffs and breakwalls into surreal windswept sculptures. Exploring these frozen coastlines is an adventure. Hidden chambers, ice daggers, and crystalline blankets await. These masterpieces are fleeting, vanishing with the spring thaw. It's a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, nature creates astounding beauty. The ice caves are a temporary gallery, open only to the boldest winter explorers. Step inside, and you're in a world of frozen wonder. Frozen lighthouses are the Great Lakes' winter sculptures, historic sentinels encased in thick, gleaming armor. Winter storms hurl waves against these towers, and the spray freezes instantly, layering the structures in fantastical ice. Lighthouses like the St. Joseph North Pier become unrecognizable, transformed into otherworldly castles. The ice smooths sharp corners, creates jagged spires, and can grow several feet thick, obscuring windows and doors. Each frozen lighthouse tells a story, its shape dictated by wind and waves, a visual record of winter's fury. These ice-clad towers are symbols of endurance, standing firm against nature's power. Visiting them is awe-inspiring. The scale and artistry of the ice are hard to grasp until you're up close. Even the piers become treacherous, beautiful sculptures, making the journey an adventure. The frozen lighthouses blend human history with natural power, creating temporary monuments both beautiful and intimidating. They are the kings of the frozen coast, reigning until the thaw. To see them is to witness the essence of a Great Lakes winter. These sentinels stand as a testament to resilience, both human and natural. The Great Lakes hide over 6,000 shipwrecks, most invisible in the murky depths. But in rare winters, when the ice forms as clear as glass, black ice, you can peer straight down to history. Walk on water and gaze at perfectly preserved schooners and steamships, their ribs and decks visible beneath your feet. The cold, fresh water keeps these wrecks intact, turning the ice into a natural museum. Shipwreck preserves like Thunder Bay and Fathom 5 become portals to the past. Skaters and snowshoers search for these ghostly relics, sometimes seeing 40 feet or more through the ice. It's a haunting, magical connection to the sailors and stories of the lakes. Extreme caution is essential. The same clear ice can be dangerously thin. But for those prepared, it's an unforgettable glimpse into the silent world below. The frozen lakes reveal their secrets only for a moment, then the past slips back beneath the surface. Despite the deep freeze, the Great Lakes teem with life in winter. Snowy owls migrate south, perching on ice ridges and scanning for prey, their white plumage blending with the landscape. Coyotes and foxes use the ice as a bridge, venturing to islands and hunting across the frozen expanse. Bald eagles gather near open water, their dark bodies and white heads striking against the snow. Beneath the ice, fish like lake trout slow down, while anglers above turn ice fishing into a cherished tradition. Even tiny creatures thrive. Crustaceans and insects live on the ice's underside, feeding the food web. Waterfowl cluster in unfrozen patches, their colors vivid against the white. Every animal, from predator to plankton, is part of a web, adapted to this extreme world. Even in the coldest months, life finds a way. The Great Lakes' deep freeze awakens a hardy culture that embraces winter's challenge. For shoreline communities, winter is a season to be lived, not endured. Ice fishing villages pop up, their colorful shanties becoming social hubs on the frozen bays. Skating, skiing, and snowshoeing turn the lakes into a vast playground, while winter festivals bring people together for hockey, ice sculpture, and polar plunges. These traditions forge resilience and community spirit, celebrating the season's beauty and challenge. Locals learn to read the ice, passing down knowledge of its sounds, colors, and dangers. Respect for the lake's power ensures safety and enjoyment. This relationship with the ice is the region's heartbeat, a culture shaped by the freeze. Winter isn't an end, but the start of a new chapter on the Great Lakes. Here, the cold brings people together in joy and adventure. Exploring the frozen Great Lakes is an adventure of a lifetime, but demands respect and preparation. Safety is rule number one. Never go alone, always share your plans and check local ice reports. New clear ice is strongest. 4 inches is the minimum for walking, but thickness can change quickly. Carry ice picks, a rope and a flotation device, and dress in warm, waterproof layers. Once prepared, the adventure begins. Snowshoeing, skiing, skating, or even ice boating across vast expanses. Each mode offers a new perspective on the frozen world. Stay alert, listen for cracks, watch for color changes, and avoid pressure ridges where ice is unstable. The key is balancing adventure with caution. Nature's beauty is matched by its unpredictability. With the right mindset and gear, you'll create memories that last a lifetime. The frozen lakes reward the smart, prepared explorer. Respect the ice, and it will reveal its wonders. Adventure here is about being both bold and wise. In this winter arena, safety is the ultimate companion. A February visit to the Great Lakes is an immersion in elemental power and fleeting beauty. 90% of these inland seas locked in ice is a spectacle that humbles and inspires. From crystalline ice caves to monumental frozen lighthouses, every scene is winter's masterpiece. It's not just what you see, it's the boom of shifting ice, the sting of cold air, the silence broken by an eagle's call. The lakes reveal their soul-living, breathing entities with ancient rhythms. You gain a deeper appreciation for their history and the resilience of the life they support. It's a lesson in adaptation and endurance, life flourishing in the extreme. The Great Lakes in winter call you to adventure, reminding you that epic beauty can be found close to home. Sometimes the wildest places are right in your backyard, transformed by the magic of a season. A 90% frozen Great Lake is 100% epic, a spectacle you'll never forget.